Benzema became the main man. Of course, you would think like that because he was in a better form and all that. But yes, Giroud was also doing well all along, and he's won the Scudetto with AC Milan. And you will not take anything away from the man. He's doing really well, and if he's leading the line today, it's not because he doesn't deserve it. He's the second highest goal scorer in the French national team. That's not something anybody would want to push away and say, oh yes, he's been lucky to be where he is. I think he fully deserves it, and let's see where that goes. Yes, it is your Champions Now Sports Radio Brila FM. Joseph, bring us up to speed on something before we get the game started.
Yes, another thing we are not really looking into is the defensive partnership between Upamecano and Konaté. Well, they are debuting as well. So
it looks two people that are a bit uncomfortable on the ball for me.
Yeah,
they can defend, no doubt about that, but they can be very shaky as well. These are guys who still need a bit of an experienced head to guide them. But I don't want to take anything away from them. I just want to believe that maybe in the mind of the coach, he's probably thinking this is Australia. They should not particularly trouble this defense, especially if they don't create. And maybe he'll be sticking with these guys.
Varane might not even be 100%. It's possible that Rafael Varane
I think
be 100%
so.
as well.
But with the form of a Saliba, one would have expected that at least he would start ahead of an Upamecano.
Well, I think I always believe that national team coaches, in fact, it's something that we have seen time and time again. A national team coach will die on the heel of the players that he's used to.
Deschamps is not the man you want to trust with such
Deschamps did the same thing in 2018. Giroud was benched by Lacazette at Arsenal. And Giroud started at the World Cup.
Konaté is not
Giroud had moved to Chelsea already then. He had moved already to Chelsea. He was doing well.
And he wasn't still a starter at Chelsea.
No.
He was not the best number 9.
But these guys are debutants, not because they've been in the team before a Saliba. These are debutants. I mean, these are guys that they've just been given a couple of minutes here and there. And
I mean, I saw the outrage about Lisandro Martinez, but it's roughly still the same thing. I'd rather use 2, 5, and 6s that I've used more than you're all on the same level. Upamecano has played more under Deschamps than a Saliba. He has played at competitions than a Saliba. So I understand. Even Konaté. I will understand why coaches always go for their own tested and trusted over current form. It's like a recurring decimal for national team.
It's not because anybody is that.
Maguire.
I do not want to question everything any coach does. That's not the idea. The idea is we're looking at the form of these guys heading into this competition, and that's why this is even popping up in the first place. Not because anybody is going to question. I don't question lineups. Like in my mind, I just think these coaches, they are the ones in charge of this team, and they would give a better answer if they are asked questions about why so-so person is starting ahead of so-so person. So yes, I would want to leave that to Deschamps. And if it doesn't go well, of course, the questions we're raising now will be very valid. And we can talk about what that looks like. But yes, it's a good one, most definitely. Let's hope the guys will live up to it and get the results tonight as far as this game is concerned. Whichever side gets the result, it is the World Cup, and it will not be left to the hands of anybody. You will not say, these one are senior men, therefore we could not challenge them. But before the kickoff, let's see what happens. We'll go to the phone lines now. 09040,889, 09040,889. Yes, it is the game. A World Cup action, the fourth and final game for today. France taking on Australia. Yes, Qatar 2022 World Cup, and the national teams who've actually taken a look at the two guys and what they will be offering as far as this one is concerned. Which way will it go? Will it be a case of getting it right? Well, a lot of people have actually said France are not they're not exactly fantastic when it comes to having goalkeepers. That Lloris has been there for too long, and we've given too much to pardon a lot of his high-class errors and all that. Hello, good evening.
Vicky.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. I still get a call.
Welcome.
Vicky, something happened today.
For where?
Hello?
Yeah, go on.
Hello?
Hello?
We hear you now.
Hello?
Yeah, go on. Okay. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Williams calling
from Fuji community.
Okay, William,
Rivers
welcome
State.
this evening. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'll give it to France. That's part of the injury-prone guys that didn't go to this World Cup. I'm giving it to France. And I see them lifting the World Cup. Hello?
Okay.
So that's my take, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for your take this evening. Quickly, let's let you know that the referee in charge of this game is one of Africa's finest, Victor Gomez. The South African is the man who takes a center stage tonight as a referee in charge of this game between France and Australia. And we'll be talking more about him, and a lot of other things are happening. Hello, good evening. Yeah, good evening to you. Hello. Good evening. Yes, you are. Good evening.
Good evening. Wow.
What's your name? Wow. Now, what's the waiting now? Tell us, what's your name, okay?
Today go Argentina. They don't beat Argentina.
Okay. I don't think that is news anymore. Anytime soon, of course, it will be the kickoff in the game in front of us. And everyone, of course, is still talking about what has happened today. It's not new. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, welcome.
Wow. Big Kid Volcano.
Good evening.
Good evening. This is Maya from Abuja.
Okay, Mayo, good evening. Welcome this evening.
The volcano, the mountain, the sea. I'm happy to hear you today. Wallahi, I'm overexcited. Wallahi.
Take up easy, pa. If not, you go enter doghouse.
Try it, you run and leave us alone. Try it, volcano.
You want to enter a doghouse?
Just it's good to hear you from you today.
Welcome. Yeah, thank you. Good evening.
So the match this evening. So with all the circumstances, I feel France are still going to get it today, no matter what. So not taking it from Australia, they're a good side. But despite the injury, I believe France will take it today.
Okay.
Yeah. So volcano,
Yeah,
I like
thank
the
you.
volcano.
Thank you.
Vicky.
I like to be kissing you, man. Thank you so much. It's kickoff already. Of course, France against Australia. The early seconds counting already. And yes, it is the French national team who have taken the kickoff this time around. Whatever happens, it will be the turn of the other team. Whether a goal comes in, that is, if France concedes, they will take it again. If they concede, they will kick off again. But if they don't, well, the action will get started. The topmost striker joins us at this point in time.
Now go there. Shubabankasa. Yawa. Gashimaya. As it happens, but just
But I mean, the effort they count too.
he said,
The effort they count.
of course now. I was out to there back then. His name was Mr. Dawuda Abubakar. I predicted his name before. When I saw the guy, it was the first people he greeted was our female students. It was now time for him to introduce himself. I told my guys there. And I said, my name is, and I said, he now said, all of us are like, leave me. Abdul Rajava. My name was secondary school, Rajava. The man, the one that said, why did they hail me? When him calling them, they hail me. No, so I don't already. If you say bet, then that time. I don't chop. I don't cash out to. That guess go be 2 odds. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, France taking on Australia. 2 minutes gone in the game right now. It is goalless. The team once again set up by Didier Deschamps has my favorite player, Olivier Giroud. That's why when you call this line 090-40,089, 090-41,089, and you don't call the name well, I will quarrel with you. Joe is right here. He's flanking me on the left. For that cavalry, who did Jesus left there?
Now the Ambraba will go well. I don't will go well.
Oh, God. You want to go ahead,
I don't will go well.
You want to right. Who talk say you be with me? Who talk say remember me in paradise? What were they right?
What were they right?
Ah, Sipaya's not going to see, Joe, come on. Joe, come on.
Pius will now be on the far right.
Oh, man, this life, man. 4 minutes gone, ladies and gentlemen. 4 years ago, the French started this journey like one of the favorites. Eventually won it. That was in Russia. And this time around, will they win it? It is a good chance say will they won it. They don't bomb me that way now. At least I don't go judge school now. Very tear for post. The school of goalkeeping, they consider any guy go. They can't give you a name. The fans gave you a name. Okay, 09040,089, 09041,089. Hello. Hello, good evening. All right. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hi. They don't speak. Hello.
He said they don't pick up. Now business center they call. Hello.
Okay, good evening.
How you doing now?
Fine. How things? How Lagos?
The world is fine. What is your name?
Abu. My name is Abu.
Abu. Allah. You're Aiki.
Aiki don't go. You know how I take get to this far? All the way from Chibok local government to no state. Maiduguri.
Wow. You are listening via the app from Chibok.
Yeah.
Maiduguri. Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Wait,
great.
but this today game, Argentina make fuck up.
No, man. Hello, calm down. See, no, they use. Hello, I know say Maiduguri fan. And they use Brila, but no, they use that kind of language. Oh, yeah, so apologize, say you use that F word. You just say Argentina disappoints, yeah?
Hello, I will call back.
Say Argentina disappoints.
Hello?
Say Argentina disappoint us. Don't talk, say, As the guy talk the 2 seconds, they fair. Check. Go on, I'm shaking here. Think why they laugh now. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening, all the house. There's a question I want to ask.
What is your name, I beg?
Emmanuel.
Ima, it is 6 minutes gone in this game. France 0, Australia 0.
France not the way. France is going to win how much?
May I ask you a question? If it's about this World Cup.
There's something I have to do that somebody jumped from the house. That they have also asking not to, that is not going to favor again. And it's one of these it's one of those that is to favor.
I don't understand you. Somebody did what?
It was I heard it in the news. One of the ex-international players. The doctor told him that he's never going to favor again, and he talked from. He committed murder.
He committed murder.
Yes.
Sorry,
a footballer.
I don't know that one.
Okay, no problem.
Any information when you want here, listen to us. Where? Then I will advise. What's your name? What's your name again?
Ima,
I will advise. Enter chemist, buy cotton bud. Clean ear. You go clean your ear where. Leave your station for Brila. Clean your earpiece. Make them listen where. Now come out to your station for Brila. Oh. Yeah. I tell you now. Make sure say you do what I do. I recommend buy cotton bud. Do cotton bud. I mean, leave me see. I'm a consultant here for listening. I'm a listening consultant.
So that I go to hear word.
Yeah, hear word. Because some of you know they hear word. I can't be, you know how many years I done they do radio. So it means I'm more of a listening person. We should appreciate little skills, listening skills. So one of the things we do is we must hear word. Some of you have coconut head. Do you know your head is connected to your ears? I'm on the hill. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. France 0, Australia 0. 8 minutes. Okay. You see what I talked about? Yeah. That's that time. The way me I do my treatment, my concern, they can be like joke, but I they serious. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Baba Femra, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
I work now. The great fires and video.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Well, France they play goalless.
What's your name now? Your name they play goalless.
My name is Nico.
Eh?
My name is Nico.
What's your real name? Your real name?
Now my name is that now, and Nicodemus.
Nicodemus, update. Nicodemus, update. Nicodemus, wait. Vicky, what's your update? Talk to me.
Yes, Australia have taken the lead against France. 1-0. They lead inside the early minutes of this game. It's not even 10 minutes yet. They have taken the lead. Craig Goodwin is the man who's giving them the lead. He makes good use of a scoring opportunity to slot the ball past, the goalkeeper, Hugo Lloris. But Leckie, of course, providing the assist for that and making sure that, they took advantage of that and they got the goal. They are in front as far as this game is concerned. There were early moments where they tested the defense and had to try a thing or two. I think that sort of helped grow their confidence into this game where they started believing that they could pull off something, and the defense itself didn't cover itself in any glory at all, and they had that chance. They've taken it, and of course that is a sign of a side that is ready to fight for everything in this competition. They might still go on to lose this game, but the fact that they have taken the initiative to take the lead already is something you must commend.
All right. My brother. Not be today. Back. Oh man, that's the way person to go here for this radio. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. And hello, good evening. Okay. When Senegal scored against the same French national team, that was in 2002, exactly 20 years ago. That's how the world talk. They were defending champions in that tournament. That was the first match.
First match of the tournament.
Yes, everybody they talk, they look.
May 31st, 2022.
God rest his soul. Coach Bruno Metsu.
Yes.
I've got some coaches there. I said Bruno Metsu. El Hadji Diouf Ousseynou. Alilu Fadiga. The names they sound like the name on the normal
Aliou
Cissé, Papa Bouba Diop. The names they sound. Those names were out there to explode, and I say just detonate. Okay, anyway, it's happening right now. We don't know if from down south they will do this, but the West Africans did it 20 years ago. Let's see if the Australians. The Australians.
There's also a bit of an injury concern. Lucas Hernández is writhing in pain and is being helped off the pitch. Is receiving medical attention, but the referee, of course, has signaled to the physios to come get him. They've helped him off the pitch. He's hobbling seriously. I don't think he'll be able to continue this game, but we're yet to ascertain the seriousness of the injury, at least for now. But France are also one man down despite being 1 goal down. And we'll see what will happen as far as this one is concerned.
Vicky, what game again? Let us call the fact, not the Leckie. It is a fact, not a fact. Let me start on jog. Let me enjoy that. Okay, he's a substitute.
That's his brother. He's off.
His brother.
Lucas is off and Theo is on now.
Yes, again, Waliu. Correct.
The way he was walking, it was
yeah,
going to be difficult for him.
Wait, Josh, you don't see the dribble. Now dribble, they cut him in. You understand? They cut him in. As they cut him in, go in nick up, go Paris. That was a nice cut. 09040,089, 09041,089. Hello, good evening.
Hey, Baba Femiraji.
Alpha.
And Godin call back.
Nico.
Yeah, go my beg. Waiting France to play.
1-0. Australia, they lead France 1-0.
I want France win. I want Mbappé score.
You say waiting?
I want Mbappé score. Maybe France win like 3-1. That was my own. Thank you.
Okay. All right, 09040,089, 09041,089. Your champions are, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, this is Manuel from Leckie.
You're welcome, Emmanuel.
Yes, sir. I wish France all the way because I know that they will win. Because of Oliver Giroud.
You say what?
Because of Giroud.
No, please. What did you say?
I said because of Giroud.
No, call the name where I go follow. Say Giroud.
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 Olivier Giroud.
Giroud.
You go. You. Hey, where are you? Is your Vicky's colleague in your nata? 09041,089, 09040,089. We have some issues to discuss when it comes to the video assistant referee. Very soon I'll bring on board referee Dele at home. I've got growing concerns. For me, I don't hide my bias for it. Not that I don't like football advancing. I don't like, not that I don't like technology, indeed advancing football. But there is one that I don't seem to like. And it has to do with the video assistant referee. One, I feel football should be a reflection of life. Because football, like boxing, is life. Imagine, say, boxing did and they use VAR for boxing. Who won't waste when they blow whistle to say, let's check this blow. This blow connecting jaw.
If the blood don't tear the head,
I bet. You understand?
The VAR go so the head back.
They use VAR for boxing. Say, oh, uppercut like that one. I know, wait. I want to check that blow. Meanwhile, the guy on the floor. I beg. See, I say if I have my way, I will end VAR. Trust me, God, please make me the Elon Musk of football. Let me just come and as I won't go end VAR. That's it. See, that's the first I will just end VAR. Straight. I don't even need Congress decision at all. I will unilaterally end VAR. But I don't know about referee Dele at home. And for all other referees, they don't understand that gradually they are losing their jobs as referees. All of them, they shout, they go look, see, video assistant referee. See, you are losing your job. It's imminent. With technology, with evolving trends, referees will no longer be existent. Physical refereeing. In their video game where we play, how many referees they see for video game? That is where we are headed. And maybe later on from the 20, let me see, from the 20, after 2026, 2030, 2034, 2038, 2042, maybe from 2042 World Cup. We'll just be saying, those days, now let's go a retro to where there were referees. Let's not call referee Dele at home, but they ain't going on in 94. The most. That year where referees did, the whistle was nice. Come on, they're going to take your job. 09040,089, 09041,089. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Baba Femiraji.
Hey, Master, me.
Topmost striker.
You know, Joe Gideon, sir. What's your name, sir?
Good evening. Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, you're welcome.
Yeah. I just want to make France win.
Okay.
And then Tony. Hi. Oh, my Tony is having make mouth do. Tony say want to do snake bite. I not going to see anything. He didn't play anything for that match. Papa Femi is too much. These are big goals. He's too much. God bless you.
Thanks so much, Babami. Thanks. I feel you.
All right.
But don't blame Tony. Now one of my star players. Now wait till we say me he play, yeah? Okay, I told you we'll go meet referee Dele Atom. I've got one or two issues to talk about when it comes to the video assistant referee. My guy, good evening, boss.
Yeah, good evening. This evening, oh yeah, la.
Babami, don't show. Babami, don't show. Babami, I just tell guys one thing now. Say by the 2042 World Cup, referee no go the day again. So we go they call you as throwback. Say, let's not go back to those years when they were physical referees. The referee that maybe you go be like 85 that time.
I do now.
Okay, referee did that. So we're talking about the video assistant referee and the role of VAR so far at this World Cup. Number one, let me bring one particular incident that concerns the African continent.
Okay.
Right down. That VAR. I don't know who calls VAR. Now VAR go say, "Come check me." I mean, a referee go say, "I won't go check VAR." Let me first ask that one first. What triggers video assistant referee to function?
Okay, so there are two ways that it works. The first one is that an incident happened on the field. Referee has taken his decision. So after the referee has taken his decision, the VAR, that is the referee, the VAR, that is video operation room, they felt that okay, there is a clear and obvious error in the decision that the referee has taken. So the VAR will call the referee. First of all, they will not call him. They will be checking it. That is why you saw check is displayed. And if the ball goes out of play, they will instruct the referee not to restart the game. Because in the VAR protocol, when an incident happens and the incident has been restarted, that decision cannot be changed again. That means if a goal is scored, for instance, and that goal has been restarted, you cannot change the decision again. So the VAR will ensure that the referee does not restart the game. That is why you will see the referee will say, okay, wait. If it is a throwing or corner that's about to be taken, he will tell the player to wait because he's communicating with the so after checking, now what they want to check is that the referee has taken a particular decision. Let's say penalty is there, for instance. The referee has said, okay, in that incident there is no penalty. The VR feel that there is an error. It's okay. They are checking. After they have checked, if they feel that the referee is right, they will have to ask him to continue. If they feel that the referee is not right, they will now tell the referee, this is our opinion about this incident. So will you mind checking it in the review area, in the monitor, in the review area? So the referee can either agree with them wholeheartedly and go and change his decision, or go and review it. So that is why you see discrepancies sometimes, that when VR is checking, referee sometimes will not even go to the monitor. It goes by the way of the VR. That is when he's not sure himself initially. Now it's relying on them to take decision for him. But when he's sure, when he thinks he's sure decision that he has taken, but they are asking him to come to the monitor to check, then he will get to the monitor so that he will have second opinion and take better decisions.
Okay, sorry, can I ask, can the referee say, no, I don't want check?
That's what I'm saying. We have seen situations like that. Even at the World Cup, when Behich was called upon, and he stood by the initial decision that he took, though eventually in the days ahead, it was found out that the decision that he took by was wrong, so he had to exit the World Cup at that time. So, you also need to be very careful, because you are on the field, you are running, you are sweating, you have seen something, 3 seconds. A lot of money has been deployed into VR, and you have professional colleagues that are in the viewer that are helping you. So for me, I don't think there is any reason for anybody to say they don't want to be assisted. But if a referee feels that, okay, I don't want to be assisted, that means he's going to take full responsibility for the consequences of not seeking for assistance when the technology is there to assist you. So at least even if you are not going to agree with them, at least go to the monitor and check again. So they are not, you are not obliged to change your decision. At least go and see it again. Maybe when you see it again, then you're able to take a better decision. But if you say you don't want to check, why it is your game, but it might be the last game. You know, the VR is not to the referee the game. The referee is still in charge of his game for 90 minutes. But if you don't want it to be the last game, it's better you have a second opinion.
In other words, the referee does not have the final say. The VAR.
No,
he has
the final
wait.
say.
Yes, literally speaking, the referee has the final say. Technically speaking, the VAR can sack the referee.
Now, let me take your mind back to Russia 2018 Nigeria game. I know a lot of Nigeria can resonate with this game. There was a similar penalty incident against Argentina. Yes. I remember I was in the studio. Yeah. The referee did not call it. The referee did not call it. The VAR felt that it was an error. The referee was called to the monitor, and he saw it. He still stood by his decision. So it is the referee's call whether you go or you
but
don't.
You said it might be his last game. What if eventually when checked later and found out that his decision was wrong?
That is if he's wrong. That is why the referee will not be sanctioned for not reviewing. The referee might be sanctioned because there is opportunity for you to review and take a better decision. But you refuse an assistant and you take a wrong decision. If you refuse an assistant and you take a correct decision, the one will applaud you. So, but if you refuse the assistant or the VAR, then you take a wrong decision. Then you bear the consequences.
Okay, now talking about consequences, I hope the referee will bear the consequences for what happened to Senegal in the game yesterday against the Netherlands. Now, there was no chance to get the VAR or have a second look at that first goal by the Netherlands, which, if to say VAR truly they see him, then for rule am as offside. Holland's first goal. Why did the ref not wait for the VAR check?
Have we established that the VAR calling, did they prompt him?
So in other words, he had to wait for it. So as long as there was no prompt by VAR...
He has to be prompted that he has committed. Don't forget that the VAR is only deployed when there is a clear and obvious error.
Babami, sorry, update. France recognize. They've recognized. 1-1 now. France won, Australia won. France won, Australia won. Yeah, Babami, continue, Baba.
So, like I said, a goal has been scored, and the man in the middle, the referee, said that it's a very good goal. His assistant also agree with him that it's a good goal. So at that point, he doesn't have to consult VAR because what he has seen on the field is that a goal has been scored. So it is the VAR that will now, if there is a clear error, that will prompt him that, hey guy, this goal that you have accepted, we think so happened. Let's check it. Then they check it for him. If they further see that there is nothing happened, then they ask him to continue. If they feel that anything has happened, they will ask him to review. Like a goal that has been scored by France now. The referee, after the goal has been scored, the referee will not say, let me ask VAR. No, he won't ask the VAR. It is the VAR that will prompt him if they feel that an error has been committed. No error was committed, the game continues.
Wow. So as long as the VAR did not prompt the referee, it means the VAR did not see anything that guy was offside. And that was why the game went on.
That means the VR did not think that was a clear and obvious error committed by the referee, so the game has to continue. So if eventually the VR is wrong, then if there is going to be any consequences, the consequences this time around will be for the VAR, not for the referee, because their job is to prompt the referee when there is a clear error. And if there is an error and they didn't prompt the referee, maybe they were eating granules when that happened.
Okay. Let me ask you a question now. Now I'm talking about the future of human referees and assistants on the field. This World Cup, the offside is taken very serious. There are multiple cameras. Offside rule.
Offside. Okay.
Yes, there are multiple cameras, right? And even cameras, even on the ball, that check the human body, so that even if my hair long past Josh's hair, and he passed line, now offside, now pure offside with that ball. I want to ask you this question, and you must answer me with purity of heart. Do you fear or have fears that soon technology will take the place of humans when it comes to officiating in football?
Well,
I'm asking because right now technology is assisting, and the functions are already overriding. Do you fear that technology will take the position, the job of your people in the next 5-10 years?
Okay, no. To start with the offside thing you talked about, the semi-automated offside technology.
Yes.
And that is the major difference in this year's World Cup when it comes to deployment of technology. And that is why even when people tend to argue an offside decision, I say, look, if there is any World Cup that offside will likely will not be an issue or will be minimal issue, it's going to be this year because of emphasis on deployment of technology. Now, whether in the years to come, technology will take over completely humans in football. Well, I don't think that will be possible. And the reason is this: human beings cannot be playing the game, and the machines will be officiating the game. It is the technology will always be just be deployed to assist human beings. The human you can't take away the usefulness and the purpose of human beings in the game of football. So there is nothing to fear about. Technology will just be brought to assist human beings, and even the technology will still be controlled by human beings. We talk about VAR today. Before now, when a game of football is being played, we just have about 4-5 people that are called to duty. You have the referee, you have the assistant referee, you have the assistant referee 1 and 2, that's 3. We have the reserve referee or fourth official, that is 4.
Update, Dante. Olivier Giroud. A second goal has scored by France. Vicky, quick one before Amalga continue.
Yes, fantastic assist from Kylian Mbappé. The French side have actually sustained the pressure in the last couple of minutes. And yes, Giroud got it spot on and has pulled France ahead as they lead 2-1.
All right, good. Babami, I didn't hear you, Babami.
Okay, so like I said before now, like a game we are watching now, you just need about 5 people to officiate the game. But when technology came, that is VAR, the 5 people are still there officiating the game. Then we have 3 additional people or more, even more in the VOR that are also referees that are also working. So technology, rather than taking away the job from human beings, is also giving referees more work. So instead of you needing 4 people to officiate a game, 4 are officiating on the field, then about 3 or 4 are also in the VOR, controlling the machine.
Do you think football will need assistant referees in the next 5 years?
Football will continue to need assistant referees.
You already have video assistant referee. Why do you have assistant to an assistant?
Because
why does an assistant need to be assistant? You are an assistant already. You won't be like that video where they show politician where we say driver they open door for another driver to another driver to another. You know.
Are you referring to PA as having a
PA having a PA?
Yes, but realistically speaking, we may not know the trend that the technology will take us to in future. But like I said earlier, everything that is done for the game is to make the game better. And I don't think there will be at any time that humanity will be completely taken away from the game. So I think, yes, but the betterment of the game, the human effort will always be there. Human being will still be the referee, will still be the assistant. Everything that has been done.
Can I shock you that there is a semi-robot at this World Cup? His name is Christian Eriksen. He's half human, half robot. Do you know that? That Christian Eriksen has a he has a cardiovascular defibrillator, ICD. That thing go reset your heart anytime. If cardiac arrest won't come, if you want kick ball, before he even fall, he go reset your heart. He go continue to play the ball. They go. Do you know? Do we not agree that there is a semi-robot at the World Cup? The first semi-robot to play at the World Cup is Christian Eriksen. Should we call that an advantage using technology? It means very soon we can begin to develop humanoids and impute things in them. Humanoids, yes, humanoids. I'm saying humanoids. Impute things in them, and then they will play football, and they will be winning games. Sorry, I'm going futuristic here. Not science with this, not tech with them.
Maybe at the point in time we have robots doing everything, playing the game, officiating the game, analyzing the game, and the robot will also be the spectators of the game. Sincerely, I don't really think we'll get to that level. At least not the jet. Not what we can see. At least all of us that are here now, we will not be able to see all that. Maybe the people that are coming after us in the next 300 years, they will see something else.
Babami,
but all of us.
Ogami, let me give you an assurance. God keep us alive. You know, go read 300 years. In 10, 15 years, there will no longer be first. In the next 7 years, assistant referees will be off. The video assistant referee will now take his full role of assisting the center referee. We don't need AR1, AR2 anymore. With the semi-automated device to check offsides, with goal line technology and everything, those are already real assistant referees. I don't know why you are keeping people that will go and do Cooper tests and faint and collapse, some fail them and keep them when robots can actually do this. Technology can do these things. You understand me?
Okay, I understand you, and you are talking about top games now. But I know that if all those things are there, Kano will still need human beings.
I know. Wait, I know. Wait. Let me give you an example. That is where we'll be left behind. Before the 1996 or 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney, boxing was enter, do what you want to do. But then technology was introduced into amateur boxing in terms of scoring points. Since then, my dear Nigeria, it is hard. The last one we are here, coach, they talk. Onodo, they want to go do it. And when I say that you Onodo, then they beat Onodo. Yes, sir, because you want to know if we do them again. That technology they do them now. You understand? We came back empty-handed because the coach was still banking on that one say go punch and want to give upper comment for. But his current system, technology don't enter the sport well. And that is why till today and tomorrow, Nigeria will not win a medal in amateur boxing. Because we have teachers that fail to embrace the new technology when it comes to the scoring system. And that is what I fear will affect football. Now, when those European, when we talk about, go take edges for Africa, you can't see, can you see even VAR where they use now? It is only 5% of African continent that uses VAR. Then they use VAR for Congo DRC. Then they use VAR, even Tanzania where the league gets sponsored. Then they use VAR. Kenya, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, Niger, Benin. But Ogami, they call names so that you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to say please, so that we can now encourage our referees to make them know so that referee will do now. Wait till say they go see the referee job for 5 years. When they begin try to go farm, when they go farm small. Yam see they grow for ground.
You're exaggerating.
No, Papa, me.
Rubber will not come.
I'm not exaggerating. I'm just thinking ahead. Because even me, when they talk here, there's a threat. I can come and do my job. You understand? I can impute myself into a device, write the software, and the device will talk like me. Have my mannerism and I'll sit at home and then
can I ask you a question?
Okay, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Can I?
Yes, sir.
Will Robert officiate Brila B versus Team Island?
If the funds there, it will happen. But now Brila Bees versus Team Island, now it go make the kind of money where we they talk about. But don't worry. Now, so one person thought before, say phone, no be for everybody. You will be surprised very soon. That thing will be like pure water. No be today, all of us, they carry smartphone. My daughter, in fact, to my pickings, that smartphone is not smart enough. She's waiting for the real smartphone, which may come in 5 years' time, or 10 years' time. You understand, man?
Yeah. On a serious note, Nigeria really need to move up. I tell you, that even the electronic beat flag, that the one that seems like maybe 20 years ago or thereabout, we have still not used in Nigeria. Now talk less of goal line technology. The world is moving to VR. We thought VR is going to be the end of it. Then we have seen automated, semi-automated offside technology and all that. And the world is moving so fast when it comes to technology. And we are just our football is not even on TV yet. You know, for you to talk about VR, you need to talk about the game being on TV and all that. So I think we really need to do better. Those in charge of football leadership in Nigeria, we need to do better. I look at the countries that we call that are using VR already, and Nigeria is nowhere to be found. We are giant of Africa. If there is any country that should start something like that in the continent, Nigeria should be one of them. But we are not even sure if we are going to be on TV in this next season. We are not even sure if our league will be on TV this next season. I really think we need to do better. We need to do better.
All right. Thanks so much, Babami. I appreciate you. We'll call you when the need arises. But thanks for the prompts and for the insights. Especially for the insights on how the VAR works and who prompts the VAR. Thanks so much, Ogami. We understand better now.
Shout out to Adawa then.
Yes, Vicky Day here, Josh. That was goalkeeper. That was goalkeeper. We ball past the ram.
That's small group. No problem. So we now win at last now.
Yeah, we won. It was just the tactical efficiency and edge we had over the Island boys, you know.
Split edge.
A slight split edge. Okay. See, Vicky, honestly, what they talk. Please, I hope this is on record. And please, can you play this back? I hope we'll be able to play this back in like 5 years. Because I said it again that in this tournament today, a semi-robot played a match today. Because you have something others don't have in you. Remember, ordinary extra testosterone where my babe Kester Samaya gets, then say me go come out and say na edge. Christian Eriksen had an edge. Denmark were actually having the edge. Now Asia handicap will and take place that match. I beg if I don't look for me. But in case you want to look for me, Infantino, you can contact me through 090-40,089 and 090-41,889. Infantino, when you get through, reach me. I'll tell you more about how the future will be. Hello, good evening.
Yeah,
good evening. How are you?
I'm calling from the code.
Man, you're calling from the future, but no, sorry, from the past.
Yes, today is the past party.
Past party people. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Baby.
Hello.
You baby.
Huh? Yeah, baby. Hey. Hello.
You baby, can you hear me?
You baby. Sorry, wrong number.
Baby.
I'm hearing you, baby. Hey. Oh, well, that's how we sweet, my sweet boys. Hey, guys, post on the camera, more post. Oh, more. No, that goes out, rock powder. Hey, I hear you, baby. Josh, they're not they call you. Hello.
Now you got the talk.
You got it welcome. France 2, Australia 1.
Baba, I want me France lose. I want me France lose.
45 minutes, France now in the win.
I carry Australia.
So because Saudi Arabia do their own, you think say?
Yes, I believe even Australian get better starts. They get better start. As I check their start, as I say if you win France, because even France they know they play well these days. So I want me Australian make them do the comeback, just like Saudi Arabian. Hey,
Australian no go fit do the comeback, but Australia go fit win. Okay now. There's a money. Right, 090-40,089. Hello, good evening. Master, good evening, sir.
How are you?
Baba, I'm good.
I was in your stadium the other day now. That Baba that was Cup.
Ah, well done, Babami.
How is everything?
Yeah, we're fine. I'm here with my guys, my friends, VQ, Josh, Pius.
Okay, help me greet all of them.
You can even call them VJJP.
Okay, thank you very much. What up, man? Busy.
Breezy, now tomorrow, you go hear them tomorrow.
Yes, I was preparing you already the other day.
That's all, Baba.
So I thank you very much for good work.
Yeah, thank you.
So I expected France to win today.
All right, then they lead 2-1.
Because Oliver Giroud is my friend. He's a very nice guy.
Oh, he's your friend? Wow.
We are Chelsea fan. He's our man now.
Okay.
We always remember the time when he was with us. So thank you very much. God be with you people.
Amen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir. All right.
I use Salif. My guy is my name.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you. In case of next time.
All right, thanks. 6 minutes at a time, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes gone. 2 of 6. It's just 33.333333% of the time added. 090-40,089, 090-41,089. Hello, good evening. No way, I wouldn't take that. Even his Ava takes that. Nelaton don't tell me, say I can decide not to take that. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. You, baby. I don't laugh at your body, please. You are big. Please, what is scoreline of Denmark and France, please?
Denmark and
who? Sorry, France.
France and Australia, 2-1. France.
Yes. Okay, thank you, sir. You, baby.
What's your name?
Adefemi.
Adefemi. Yeah, nice. He said, "Are you, baby?" Hello.
Hello, good evening, Babaraji.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. I think you have to.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Stanley Collins. I visit to the other studios.
Good evening.
All right. So I think I listened to your interview with I've got his name now. The referee. Yeah, Daily Atom, and I really love his insight. He's very, very knowledgeable. When someone who is enlightened about a particular topic speaks, you obviously hear from their voice and from the what is changed. It's a very nice insight. But I would like to differ more from what you were actually telling him about technology taking over from the referees and this and that. Because if I'm not mistaken, VR have been in existence now for I think 3-4 years now. Yeah, I think later this year, I think 4 years ago, it's no more than now. 4 years. 4 years now. And we still have the linesman. We still have the linesman, yeah. And we can vote again the next 2 years, and there have not been any discussion, so strong discussion, argument of making a way with the linesman correct as we speak. Because there's always has to be that factor of human being in every game as an umpire. No matter how little, there will always be a factor of a human being factor. Like the lawn tennis, for instance. I think lawn tennis are using like for instance like a VR before the football.
The Hawk's eye.
The ball touches. Sorry?
The Hawk's eye.
Yeah, the Hawk's eye. That's what they call the Hawk's eye. Where if the ball touches the line, they're able to slow them, put on a slow motion, on a way that you can be able to use and all that stuff. But they still have the umpire there doing the job. So I don't think football is going to be any different. There might not be technology that will assist, but the human factor will still always be there. So that's more understanding. So it will just assist, just like the video assist, just assist them to make decisions, but the human factor always has to be there. So that's just what I believe too. Thank you.
Should I tell you why I feel very soon humans will not be needed? Now the economic factors will come in. Whether we like it or not, our football seems to have peaked at this point when it comes to finance that is pouring into the game. There will soon be a very steady decline. And at that point, you will start some cost-cutting mechanisms. At that point, if you want to stick with technology, you choose between technology and humans. And technology is the one supporting the humans. At this point in time, I'm not saying that's what will happen, but I'm just telling you what I feel will happen. That and when you want to do
about the cost now, right?
Yes, and when you want to do that, you know human beings can easily be. You can just say, okay, we've invested more in this. Let's focus on this, and then the humans will now go to the back end. At the front end, it is technology that will be everywhere. We've seen that in various different industries where it is technology right now at the forefront. Lo and behold, our user interface in football, we still see human beings play, but those that will be operating back end, which includes the referees, who are back end officials, will soon be changed to full robots. That is technology.
Wow. That just like the FS, so that would be like maybe the next 300 years or maybe after our lifetime.
Anyway, it's half time already. 2-1. You're not going to reach 300 years. You're not going to even reach 10 years.
But you pay enough for that to happen because really, these technologies are really making the football boring. Let's be frank.
And it's I know. You're not going to reach 10 years.
Maybe it pass because it's making football boring to me because I miss the controversies. I miss this technology making football. I think score we wait for like it goes strong on the way to go celebrate. The passion is like I wait to be able to come out more. It kills the passion of the game. Find their errors, but that's what makes it. That's what makes it too much.
You play PES, you play FIFA. You go.
I play FIFA. You never enter FIFA. Sure, you know. all these PlayStation games, they don't put anything like VR for there. Because those ones are
You don't need VAR because it's near accurate. That now wait even prompt there. Now that one go be the VAR. You don't do mistake. Yes, you understand? You see what I'm talking about? Very soon there will not be need for VAR because the referees are already now AI. Now technology. You wouldn't need referees, you wouldn't need VAR. The whistle will just blow from anywhere. That's all.
But that would be very expensive. Like just like you said in Africa now, how many countries are using VAR? Just five, like
that's
you
the
said.
thing. You will just install the device and then that's it, carry go. You invest in it and install. If you cannot afford it, you go turn to like Guinea-Bissau. They play your game for Marrakesh. Simple. Nice one. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, halftime in the game between France and Australia. France lead by a goal to nothing. Australia. All of that. And then France clawed back. Then Rabiot and then Olivier Giroud. So halftime, France leads 2-1. We take one call and then we pay bills. We got bills to pay. 09040,089, 09041,089. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
This is Kudus calling from.
You're welcome, Kudus.
Yeah, I want to know who scored France first goal, the equalizing goal.
Rabiot.
Rabiot.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds a nice one. You guys are doing wonderful work.
Thank you. All right. We pay bills. We'll be right back. first game with 3 goals. The next 2 games, barren. They were not fertile. 0 libido. Top must go down. But this game already, he's got 3 goals. France and Australia, 09040,089, 09041,089. Talk to me, Pius, about the stats right now in that game.
Yes, of course, Bafemi Raji. And in terms of ball possession for the home side, talking about the French national team, they're home in this particular encounter. They have 61% of the ball as against 39% to the Australians. In terms of goal attempts, 10 have gone the way of France and 4 have gone the way of the away side, talking about Australia. 2 shots on goal for France and 1 for Australia. 3 shots off goal, 5 shots off goal, I beg your pardon, for France and 3 for Australia. Block shots, 3 for France and none for the Australian national team in this particular encounter. 2 free kicks, of course, already for France, and of course 3 have gone the way of the Australians. 5 corner kicks for France and just 1 have gone the way of Australia in this particular encounter. And of course no offside for both sides, for both teams in this particular game after 49 minutes of play. 11 throw-ins for France and 12 for Australia. No goalkeeper save in this particular game. Both goalkeepers have been on holiday in this particular encounter. 3 fouls for France and 2 for the Australian national team. Of course 356 total passes, and they've been able to complete 328 of those for the French national team. While for Australia, they've amassed a total number of 260 total passes, and they've been able to complete 227 of those. Yes, in terms of tackles, let's let you know that the French national team have made 13 tackles in this particular game and 8 tackles for the Australians. Yes, 63 attacks for the French national team, and 29 of those have been dangerous. While for the Australians, 48 attacks, and of course 13 of those have been very dangerous. In terms of goal scoring, yes, of course the French national team are ahead because they consider the first goal courtesy of Goodwin, yes, for the Australians, and of course then Rabiot, yes, of course puts that game on level terms for the French national team. Olivier Giroud got the second goal for the French national team. Of course, he scored his 50th goal for the French national team, and of course he made it 2-1 in this particular encounter. Of course, the French guys are actually in front right now, and we really hope they actually see of this game for a lot of persons, for people's tickets sake. We hope they do not do an Argentina on us this evening. But we're not going to see the one who will see this afternoon, because that one really carry a lot of persons go back to village this afternoon. But of course, the French national team are actually ahead. Olivier Giroud has scored his 50th goal for France. He's just 1 behind the all-time highest goal scorer for the French national team, talking about Thierry Henry. He has 51, and Olivier Giroud just needs 1 more goal to equal that, and of course 2 more goals to become the highest goal scorer for the French national team. VQ.
Yeah, to be a good one for him. It's been a very good one, to be honest. I think if not in this competition, there's a huge chance he might break that anytime soon. Yes. I don't know if Giroud.
I think he will do it this competition.
I
believe he will do it this competition.
He just might. And Giroud is a very big character who doesn't shy away from the big stage. Giroud doesn't give up on trying. Giroud doesn't know how to, dodge responsibilities, and it's pretty much showing. He's not the most talented in his generation. He's not. But he's made he's made a big statement all the while he's been there, and you would know that he's not been given the chance because he couldn't take it, and there are better players, and Giroud's just been favoured. You cannot look at 50 goals now in the national team of France and say that Giroud doesn't deserve it. This guy has been playing a long time, from when he won the title with Montpellier and then moved to Arsenal in 2012. I'm not sure how many people you want to talk about that are Africans who moved as at 2012 that are still playing active football at the very top level. And it's not just a Nigerian conversation. I mean, I'm putting it on the entire continent as a whole. And Giroud's been there. He's been really doing well, and he's won loads of trophies. He won the Champions League at Chelsea. He won the Europa League at Chelsea.
Highest goal scorer.
He won the Scudetto. Won a couple of FA Cups with Arsenal. Won the French Ligue 1 with Montpellier. And, he's also won the World Cup. So yes, it doesn't come any bigger than that. I mean, even some guys who won the World Cup never laid their hands on the Champions League. Some guys who won the Champions League never saw what the World Cup was like. And Giroud has done all that. So credit to him. He's a big player. And now that Benzema is not there, of course, they will rely on him a great deal. And Giroud is also easy to manage. Little airs about him. Hardly any excesses. And then he gets the job done and he goes about his business the right way. And, so great guy. Doesn't get injured too easily. Durable, And I think he's just keeping a cool head as well and just going about it. And might go under the radar a lot of time. But if you look at 50 goals, Thierry Henry, and you're looking at 51 Henry and 50 Giroud, you will say that he's done a lot to keep himself in the conversation.
I think it's a great thing for Mr. Olivier because it looked at a certain point in time that maybe the powers that be in the FFF or in the French national team with the whole cabals that we know happens in the French national team. It looks like they didn't want Giroud to get that record. It looked like they wanted to, he was no longer playing regularly at Chelsea. He was never even a starter really at Chelsea. He just plays the cup games and the Europa League games. But it seems like Olivier Giroud cup games and Europa League games, but not the league games. He was clearly not the main starter. That was why the whole from all the number 9s that they've had, and then the curse of the number 9, the Tammy Abrahams of this world. But then Giroud always stepped up to the party. He always stepped up to the plate, no matter what happens. And it's kudos to him for his longevity, for his phenomenal play. The fact that he always applies himself when he needs to apply himself. It's proof. You could probably say if Benzema didn't have the Valbuena issue, perhaps he might have broken the record. But who knows? Football is he might have broken the record, but France might not have won the World Cup. So
he was expected to also be a good member of his team, and
team as well.
That didn't happen. So
maybe Giroud would not have gotten to this amount of goals, but the fact that Olivier Giroud has gotten to where he is and will most likely break it in this tournament, because I don't see him not scoring for the rest of this tournament. At least they have 2 more games to go. 1 goal in the next game, he equals the record. 1 goal after that, he breaks the record. And even if he doesn't get in this World Cup, he's definitely going to surpass that record pretty much very soon, unless if whoever is the next, we hear Zizou is taking over, regardless of the results of this World Cup. So if Zizou comes in, unless if maybe they have unsettled beef backstage, I believe that Olivier Giroud will still be a part of the national team setup, and definitely this is a record.
It would be unfair to just push Giroud off because a new coach is on ground.
Very unfair.
Yeah, looking at his record, looking at his antecedents with the national team, it would be really unfair.
Really unfair.
Yeah.
For a man that's given his all for the national team. And he's not a player that you actually want to see. You would see on the field of play everywhere. He's actually very clinical. He knows where to.
But let's talk about this French national team anyway. Away from the Giroud situation right now, have we really seen them turn the screw on the Australians, or is just they are just playing on the strength of the sort of opponent that is in front of them? Josh?
Well, I think it's part of international competitions like this. I think that the fact that they are beating Australia 2-1. In 2018, it was 2-0 before Mile Jedinak scored for Australia. So, I mean, I think this is just the way this type of international games go. No one comes to the World Cup to collect 6-2 like we saw Iran collecting water. No one comes to the World Cup to not put up a fight. So the Australian Socceroos definitely are here to put up a fight. This is an opposition that they have played multiple times and have beaten them most of those times. So I think that the Australians are applying themselves effectively, and France are doing what they can do, because if they are going to do more than this, they will do more than this. So I think the French are actually applying themselves well. They are dominating the game well, bearing the fact that they had 6 players before this competition, 6 of their first team players out of the competition injured. It looks like Lucas Hernandez has made it 7. Hopefully, for the French national team and Didier Deschamps, he's not going to be ruled out of the competition, and it will leave his brother Theo to play in the left back position for the rest of the tournament. But still, I think that the French are doing what they can do, coming back from a goal down and leading and looking like they might even score more. I think they are actually really doing what they can do, and kudos to them in this game so far.
Good. So in the game so far, of course, you might say it's only Australia, but might we see other people cause them problems when it's a team that is have got quality and are more tactical, and they have the big name players when it gets to that part of the competition where we might begin to see the big names make a statement?
Yes, of course, and I do not think it is now. We'll probably begin to see France struggle probably against the big names, like you said earlier. But in terms of talking about this particular encounter, France have won their last 22 out of their 23 games in which they are leading at halftime. So when they lead at halftime, there is every probability that they will actually win the game. The only game they have not won after leading at halftime was the game against South Korea in 2006, the group stages. But their last 22, yeah, of course, their last 22 out of 23. Once they start leading you at halftime, just know that it's done and dusted for them. So this game looks like one that they will win. And of course, we'll see how it goes from there.
For everything they have in this side, they lack the spark of a typical playmaker, a number 10 who can spread the balls. I know they have had to use the likes of Griezmann to cover in that position. Excuse me. Pogba is not playing today. Of course, he's not part of this competition. Probably would have been able to do a bit of that as well, as he does contribute in such situation. But might we see a Matteo Guendouzi at some point, of course, contributing to the attacking play and helping these guys out? Since we've seen a bit of Rabiot, including a goal tonight, at some point maybe a Matteo Guendouzi, and it's hardly ever possible for you to have a fantastic team that is that complete in every department. Probably if they have a 10 by now, they would have been able to create those chances that will see them get so much going for them, because really you have an Mbappé who goes to the flanks instead of being in the central areas where the ball can find him. He does the running himself with the ball.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. In as much as we might say because it's Australia, that's why they are beating them 2-1, they are dominating. I think that Didier Deschamps' system does not need a classic number 9. In fact, I would even say generally in football these days, we don't really see a classic number 10, the Zizou or Kocha role. It looks like Topmos was talking about referees being perhaps going to be eclipsed or outdated.
The number 10 role is
eclipsed already. It's an outdated role. See, France won the World Cup without a number 10.
The most important roles these days is the number 6 role.
Yes, the number 6 stroke number 4.
Number 6, that's the DM.
Yes. Some countries call it number 4.
Yeah, the 6 is the
most important role.
The heart, yes. And then the 8.
Yes. The one behind the striker.
Yes, those are the key roles now.
You can't play anything.
And then for some countries that are blessed, you go for your wing backs.
If you're fortunate enough to just have the guy who doesn't only break play but can also initiate the passes from the deep, fantastic for you.
That's
a Rodri, a Pate.
If you have a Mikel.
Yeah. If you have those kind of players, then it looks really good. Kylian Mbappé thought he had scored that, but won't be given. Didn't even end up in the back of the net, did he?
Always interesting, because trust me, guys, football is fast evolving. The game is getting faster. More money is being pumped into the game, and like every other industry, technology will take its place. See, no matter, we cannot run away from it.
I think the only thing that might limit technology might be the finances to getting those technology.
But already the finances are there. That's football. It's football. The finances are there. I keep saying, by the time you've invested heavily in making it near perfect, so that people will believe in the integrity and credibility of the outcome of what happens. It's entertainment, but you also want to build integrity. Let people know that, yes,
let's reduce the controversy.
It was true fair play. Now, FIFA is investing to make fair play really fair play, and not investing in humans, but investing in technology. Go and check how much FIFA has invested in technology to enhance football, and how much has invested in capacity building in the last 5 years.
Look, I think they've left capacity building to each country to work out their own
I'm just telling
thing.
you, in capacity building. By then, you should know where football is headed. Fully automated. Very soon, the person will go to the usher you enter stadium now, robot.
The cost.
Once you don't have a ticket that you can scan into a major tournament like FIFA,
You will
like
not.
this,
You won't get
you
in
don't
now.
go enter.
Yes, you won't
Just
get in.
wait.
You won't get in.
Why
now.
will I commit human beings to do stuff when I can use technology, integrated technology, when I can control? Then when there's an integrated
So they
circuit.
shall let us vote robot as FIFA president.
No, I'm saying, wait, guys, you know what? There's an integrated circuit I can control, right? One person can control, and then it cannot. That circuit has over 500 or 1,000 people, or robots, or functions that it can do. I won't need Pius. I won't need Afemiraji.
It's the fact. It's the fact.
I'm telling you. People are, see, we are saying this now, but that is where it will get to. And that's football. And that is the job you are even doing now. Anyone doing one job now, very soon, technology will take, or is already taking that job. All this cashier, we see the stamp, on top.
Easy now.
On top.
You use WhatsApp before? When WhatsApp, they let you, they do video call.
I just talk. Wait,
They close.
They work on
It's
Saturday
really
and
coming
Sunday.
home.
They work
Man.
Saturday and Sunday, public holiday.
If you even work remotely now.
Transactions, they flow.
If you even work remotely
I'm just
now.
telling you.
Even
yes.
these days, like in China, especially with the outbreak of COVID, they are having QR codes. No need for ATM cards again. Just input your QR code. It will debit the amount of money from your bank and everything. So
simple.
You don't need.
Usually some cars already have where you can just scan.
Just scan everything. So no need to even put the pin and all those whole contacts.
That one don't even do it now. Anyway, you just carry your card, do palm like this.
It's going. We are going so far in technology. Robot referees cost 4 million euros per year to handle in a European league, and it will be easy for them. It's just us here that.
You know
what?
It will cost the cost of travel.
Yeah. Travel for refs, accommodation for
refs,
feeding for refs.
Now here you go see all these.
I think.
Well, even some referees when no one accept their fate, maybe say them go feel bad.
They go come here.
They go come Africa.
They will come beat them.
You'll not be seeing referee Mikhail Bolobov officiating the game between shooting stars. Experienced referee in the Bulgarian league.
Michael Oliver.
Don't they use technology?
Michael Oliver. They're gonna push him for home match when the home team lose.
I beg you.
Thank you. Trust me. This is where they take joke. Please, Josh, keep this video. Keep this video because we will refer to this in 5 years or 7 years. We'll refer to this.
He said, we'll keep the video.
The video is on.
No, it's archived.
It's ready archived.
As long as it's archived for you.
Now see technology too.
Yeah, technology too. See, the human brain cannot function like this. Yeah, that is it. That is it. You understand what I'm talking about?
Facebook, Twitter,
even
YouTube.
if you don't exit self, you think will still there. Hello, good evening.
Good evening,
Yeah, good evening to you.
Now we don't drink bleach. I don't want to play for them.
Yeah, well done too, sir. What's your name, sir?
My name is Kelechi.
You're welcome, Kelechi, when they play ball.
I've been reaching France and reaching the
2-1.
Wow. Let's come more goals. Over 4.5 I put on.
Over?
4.5.
Okay. Now football, not be handball. I just remind you, now football. All right, 09040,089 and 09040,1,080. You were talking about Olivier Giroud. And when Vicky was talking about the stats, just corroborated it, talked about he's scoring 50 goals and 1 goal behind that theory. I just smiled. In life, there are some people that just keep hitting those milestones very quietly. And you won't know. And Vicky was describing him, says, he described him as maybe like low budget, he
goes under the radar.
He doesn't have too many airs. Too many airs on him. See, there are some cars that have fuel efficiency. They are the kind of cars we need in today's world. We may be talking about pollution and everything, but fuel don't cost. Yes, if your car they chop 50 liters, in 3 days. Now Benzema be that. If you're in full tank the last 2 weeks, you got Olivier Giroud, ladies and gentlemen. Update. Kylian Mbappé. Let's go. Kylian Mbappé. All right, Vicky, what's popped up there?
It is 3-1 now. Classic French stuff. Of course, they have finally made it count. And, of course, if you want to judge by this game, you want to say that they pretty much are putting their foot on the ground as far as this competition is concerned. Wasn't the same thing the last time they were champions. And right now, of course, it is happening. Kylian Mbappé is the man who's made it 3-1 for the Le Bleu tonight. Yes, they lead 3-1 against Australia. And maybe the sort of scoreline you want to look at and say, you know what, these guys have really got it going for them, and maybe you should begin to show them the respect. But yes, they have the big players who would live up to it and come up and rise up to the occasion when the need arises. Ousmane Dembélé, of course, drew the guys to himself, was able to place the cross, and Mbappé went for a header off the post, ricocheted into the net. 3-1 they lead tonight. Game, match, set.
All right. France lead 3-1. La France est leader. 1, 2, 3 to 1. Le 3 to 1. Le French, le 3 de 1. 09040,089, 09041,089. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
You know, Joe Gilo, sir.
Oh, Shadu Bulebo.
Baba, that's why I live. Murphy Lope.
Hey, Murphy, Vicky, by Vicky, Joshua.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, guys. I greet you.
VJP,
for Olivier Giroud, Martin.
No, wait. Hey. Olivier Giroud.
Olivier Giroud.
No, Olivier Giroud.
Okay, Giroud. Okay.
Oh, yeah, continue.
For Martin, they know they rate the guy.
We know how he turned out to.
I don't know why the guy Martin get as CP. And most all trophies you don't win. Most all trophies we play. And now you don't score 50. I know before this end of this World Cup, you go score like 3 more.
You go be the highest goal scorer for France as for French national team. You go pass Henry.
Yes, now you don't pass Henry. You go pass Henry now. I mean, you remain just one. And even though meet up for this World Cup, you go still pass on like 10. Because he still have like 2-3 years to play more. And without a long go, for what you they talk about the technology or not technology, the way you just talk, o can one remain. Referee port to my wash. Gone because with time, me say I don't the reason I'm saying won't play PS. Even when you talk, I'm saying PS won't play lower. Because we told them new. At least since I don't put in shape PS, oh you can't want to my notice pay beton down here. We don't suppose they notice, but the way then they talk now, more put notice so in the next 5-7 years. We may not have referee. Even the next World Cup, we may not have referee in that.
Very possible. Very
so that's
possible.
My contribution to that.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, bro.
Yeah, very possible. It might not wait for 5-10 years. In fact, the 2026 World Cup might be used to even experiment a referee-less, as a human, referee-less World Cup. And we'll take and test them, see how it be. And trust me, that'll be the most perfect World Cup ever.
No single controversial issues.
There will
no mistakes.
There will be mistakes.
If there is a handball, it's like
Update, ladies and gentlemen. I love you. I say. See, when I love person with my full chest, I know which time they talk. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, he called it right. Olivier Giroud. Vicky, what's your update?
Yes, it is 4-1. Olivier Giroud didn't score the last World Cup, but he's only needed just this game to have netted a brace already, and he's equal the all-time goal-scoring record of the French national team. Yes, I know that the emphasis is there, but it will always happen, and each time he adds a goal, of course, for a man that has come this far, that conversation is always going to pop up. And yes, with the head, Giroud is just good at it.
Trademark is in our head guy.
Yes, and
he likes heads.
Look at it.
He's good with the head.
Once again,
he's good with the head.
Went high up there.
He doesn't need head man.
And connected with it.
What's the trademark? Your feet
1.
or your head? Are you good with it? Are you a head man or a leg man?
I am a man. Thank you. I am a man. And yes,
Olivier Giroud,
all-time joint top scorer for the French national team, 51. Mbappé showcases a great technique and produces a beautifully lofted cross into the box. And Giroud was right there, of course, got on the end of the ball and converted it. Yes, France lead 4-1 tonight, and what a game. Still some 17 more minutes to go, and this is really, really beautiful. And to tell a story tonight, not necessarily a story in the sense that, okay, we need to
collect pious work.
A guy who was, okay, let's talk about this particular guy. He's a youngster. He's only 18. And he was born a couple of years ago. He's still a teenager, to be honest with you. And he was taken to this World Cup by the Australian national team. And a lot of people have been talking about what he brings to the side. Newcastle United have already signed him already. And this is yet again another story of a guy who was born in a refugee camp somewhere. And right now, of course, he's made it to the World Cup. A couple of years ago, it was the story of Alfonso Davies, of course, that everyone was talking about. But Karang is the man everyone is talking about right now. And yes, he's right there. He's just made his debut. Yes, of course, a World Cup debut at 18, and one that a whole lot of people have actually been talking about. And football, of course, does have a way of writing beautiful stories like this.
Yeah. It's part of the script. It makes it sweet. You say what?
He's writing names.
Writing the names. See Smalley. At this stage, parents they wish why they're not bombing for refugee camp.
They want to see you pitch. You know they go come carry people, you don't go their house. These players can't work out.
Hey, you know what I go pick.
Why nobody say he enter one chance recently?
You go
He can work out.
You go pick Pankene. 09041,089. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Brila.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you doing today?
We're good, bros.
Yeah, Babatunde Folari on the line.
Babatunde Folari in Yomi. How are you doing today, sir?
Very well, thanks.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good one for the French national team, but you know, in Africans who that let's not forget it's got the African blood. So if France wins the World Cup, so an African team.
And so if France win the World Cup again, we will say na CAF win them.
Okay, na CAF win them this time around.
Na CAF, if they win them again, we'll say na Africa win them.
Good one for Giroud. Good one for him. He's been there all the time. He's been there. He's a silent person and he's a silent achiever.
Yeah, that's so.
Just it.
True that. He's a great guy.
When I was begging, big return our money, they don't allow us enter Dubai and Qatar again for World Cup.
No, Alana, you go solve your problem with them. No be problem, Babami. Why you can't check the size of my boxers? Na me stop you from entering Dubai.
The size?
When I know allow us go World Cup now.
Why can't they check the size of my boxers? What do you concern me with you now, Babami?
Thank you.
Yeah, nice one. They check the size the label now. Whether not small or large. Naturally not small, but due to technological advancement.
Or biological advancement.
And biological advancement. And they use 2XL. 2XL. 090. God, forgive everybody. Forgive everybody in the studio. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes, so I greet the snowman in the studio there.
Everybody greets you about me.
Yes, so my name is Olaleko. I come from Port Harcourt.
Olaleko, how you doing?
Yes, so I come from Port Harcourt.
All right, now, no living.
And I do nice job there.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
This station are number one. Maybe say too much talk. You understand me? You yourself for Port Harcourt here, they enjoy now well. You yourself and if they connect for Lagos, they enjoy now. Even though they share everywhere on that day, that's one I say show. They do good job. Thank you very much. You see for Giroud, that man know the road. They call an old man. If you watch it, last time we they play World Cup, we carry this way France carry World Cup, that guy no score goal, but the guy do work. You understand? For that front, he do work well. But if let's say this World Cup now, if let's say those goals, they will no score. That time, let's say I want to begin to score them. Even though the match, I predict the match before the match start. I predict say the match will be 3-1 in favor of France. But this one now, where they score more. If let's say another goal, go see enter. But most of the watch, France they are doing well, and are they happy with them? So may they keep on. Thank you, my brothers.
Thank you so much. Thank you. 09040,089, 09040,1,089. Hello, good evening.
You know, no closer.
Osadubulebo.
Oko ya won.
What's your baba mi? What's your name, sir?
Ori akonke. Ese atole.
Ami.
No adu.
Ami.
Baba fe braji o jazi. Lo mi lowo FD. Ashala, I didn't know speaking.
You're welcome, baba mi. You're welcome, sir.
How do you know, my brother?
Yeah.
Wiki. How you doing now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, welcome.
Okay. I greet everybody in the studio. Good one for France tonight. This, what is his name? Olivier Giroud, what do you call it?
Olivier Giroud.
The guy be like wine when this bottle for 7 years. You know, the more divine wine this bottle, it dey get quality. Now the guy be. I wish him all the best. So I think this is this World Cup. Maybe we can get what to go to boots. Look for him. Hello. Why did they give echo now?
Now you be echo. Now you. Hello, Loiko.
I mean, no wala. Tomorrow is what's his name? Morocco. I wanted to show the class. Let them at least if they can get the draw or win, at least so that they will not say Africa will not be doing very well in the competition because Senegal don't fumble. What's his name again? Which other team they beat?
No, Tunisia na 0-0 they play.
But we are now 3 African team has played already now. 2. Okay, one lost, one play draw.
One draw, yeah.
I think Morocco can win tomorrow, play draw too. So I think maybe they can give us at least 6 or 7 tickets in the next competition, so that Nigeria can manage. Uzawa and Cook, we don't retire that time.
We will be 9. It will be 9 in 2026. 9 automatic.
Mr. Alaka, you there?
I did here.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah.
Why, you put on your glass tonight?
No, I know we are today.
Better for you. I will come to tackle tomorrow. I want me to tackle Inca for me.
No wala.
Enjoy the good evening, my brothers.
Yeah, good evening.
Right, 18 minutes gone in the game.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Baba
mi, good evening, sir.
Wale Baba, first fan caller.
Hey! First time of caller. Ẹ bá mi lago mọ́ lórí. Ẹ bá mi fọ́ ago mọ́ lórí. Ẹ rí ago sínú ọpọlọ ẹ̀.
Baba Fẹ́mi, mo really máa gbádùn yín.
Thanks, Baba mi.
This is the 7 years with my fight number.
Wow.
Number big every time, number big. And I live in Leckie. And I really appreciate everybody. I just let me say hi to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. May God continue to bless everyone.
Amen.
Amen.
Mr. Darius for the night time.
You're welcome, Mr. Dario.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Have a wonderful night, Mr. Dario, baby. Hello.
Baba Femeraji.
Alpha.
Ade.
Yeah.
Wilson.
You're welcome, Wilson.
The Palmer.
My name is Wilson.
I greet you.
Welcome.
Yes. Thank you. This Oliver Giroud.
Olivier Giroud.
But I mean, I know if you pronounce it that way, Olivier Giroud. That guy, they try. That guy, not snake for head though. You know, won't say anything. You know, won't say anything like saying and nothing. How I wish that time we Messi not that bone. Giroud not been the common man that time too. For France, they show you everybody saying that they'll be the defending champions now. Even though Pogba and Kanté, no they and Benzema, no themselves, nothing shake them. For Argentina, what Argentina do, my friend? I'm not going to forgive Argentina. Now, wow.
What's in do your friend?
They just adjust in bed now. The bed just caught. Where you don't supposed to cut.
That's what it be. Now football be that.
And a better money way for transform person life.
Yeah, how much you for win?
5 million. I know there's more money now.
5 million. That's why now only Argentina.
Where you put only 150. You won't win 5 million.
That your friend. I'm robber. My God is a God of process. You put 150, you plant, wait, and they come. You plant, cool down. You plant corn, you put corn inside ridge for ground. You expect semi diamond, did there. Thunder will fire all of you.
But you know when that thing started the court. If you calculate all those 100 hours been the court for almost how many years now? You know how
okay, now you calculate.
I say you put corn for ground, you say, God, I pray, when I go there, I will see gold. 18 karat gold. Come and fire you. You can never. You can never sow cassava and reap up cocoyam.
So what about people who sow 100 naira and reap 9 million? What happened to them?
See those ones?
Yes.
Once in a while, all those kind of
the universe aligns for them. For it to sow cassava and reap gold.
Once in a while, see, for the solar system, Pluto will stay the same way. Pluto don't come out. Saturn will align with Neptune. Will stay where the third moon day. Will come balance for the guy. Otherwise, in the balance.
You get it?
I don't get it for anybody. I'll take rubbish, scatter on the head. 09040,089. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Fine, sir.
86 minutes. France 4, Australia 1.
I know. I call earlier and I know they will win.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Emmanuel.
Emma, oh yeah, ask a question.
Yeah, if Mexico cannot beat Saudi Arabia for that group, who they won't beat?
If who?
If Argentina not beat Saudi Arabia, who they won't beat for that group?
The other teams. That's the easiest. My guy, that's the easiest question I've been asked in my life. Thank you so much for breaking this record. I swear, that's the simplest exam I've passed in my life.
I know the last thing for you. I know the last thing. I know the last thing.
You're supposed to cry. You're supposed to cry. You're supposed to cry now. Your hard question be like small question for you. I mean, you don't know people celebrate with them.
You're not in the group now.
Simple. Give me something harder. That was still very soft. I need something harder. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, what you do? How you doing, bro?
Baba Femi, I agree to.
I agree to Babami.
Yeah, I want to ask one question.
Without your name?
My name is Joseph.
Hey, Joseph the dreamer. Oh, yeah, now.
I want to ask, if any player get injured in the World Cup, they will bring the replacement, they can replace him, or they will not replace him if he has played already.
As long as the tournament has started, no.
He's gone.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay. Okay, thank you. You guys are doing a good job.
Yeah,
thank you.
I appreciate you. All right. Thanks so much. Okay. Benzema's was just before the World Cup, right? And they did not the shop did not announce
he did not announce a replacement. So that is his.
Okay.
You don't go.
It's a long year. Okay, now 09041,089. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What's her name?
Hello.
Hello, what's her name?
Hello.
I know they hear you. What's her name, sir? Baba me. I can't hear you. I'm struggling to hear you. That's the when
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? I can hear you.
And be careful when you borrow money from your network. Pay back on time. Now because you know to pay back. Hello.
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 I'm not now. It's network.
It's not just network. It's not that you they owe your network. When you borrow, pay back on time. They're going to do you anyhow. Okay, there's updates in the game. The main man. Olivier Giroud. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀. Àpọ̀gbọ̀jù. Ọgbọ́n. Ọmọ alágbọ́gbọ́gbà. Ìwà ló gbọ́jù. Ọgbọ́n Sọ̀díkì. What's the update about Olivier Giroud?
Yes, of course, Olivier Giroud has been taken out of this particular encounter. He's been replaced by Marcus Thuram. Yes, of course. Benjamin Pavard also has been taken out of this particular game. Yes, he's been replaced by Jules Koundé of FC Barcelona. Ousmane Dembélé has also been taken out of this game. He's been replaced by Kingsley Coman. And of course, Youssouf Fofana also came in for Tchouaméni in this particular encounter. So, of course, we've had a lot of substitutions in this particular game. And yellow cards flying in for the away side. I'm talking about Australia, because we've had two players booked in this particular game for rough tackle, and of course the second came in the 80th minutes in this particular one. After 88 minutes of play, it's still France 1, France 4, I beg your pardon, Australia 1.
Your village people don't die your number. They don't die past number. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you, sir?
Baba Femi.
Baba. Good evening, though.
Yes, so Chinedu from Ethiopia, sir.
Chinedu. Kekwanu.
Udodi.
Yeah.
I greet everybody for studio.
Everybody greets you too.
Now, think they happen now. As it turned in 2002, they want to do them again like 2018, where they can't just qualify. But I think that didn't go work this time, but you know, say then they get bad start.
I'm reach them now, and I'm not DJ now.
Saudi Arabia more people. Well, now then give. People don't say if snake not do what snake they do, like they go take and do rope now. So that's what Saudi Arabia do. As for France, well, defending champions, they have to live up to their
Wait, I mean, who be snake, who be rope?
No, probably. Agua may have the Malago, Umaza, we go. Now, if snake, no thing they use.
So, give me a snake, who be the snake, who be the rope?
As I can't not do like snake now. Saudi Arabia use them two rope, and they take them as
they can put them for belt as rope.
Use them tie firewood.
That kind of thing now.
Ezioku.
So as for France, well, defending champions now, they have to play like it. But I don't want them to retain this cup because they don't kind of eye they look them.
No, they give you assurance they will not retain the cup. I'm assuring you. Go and tell anything way they worship. Tell them say they're not going to retain them.
You know, I am one for new champions like in 2010 when Spain and France played as as a new champion in the match. So I'm hoping that maybe Belgium, Croatia again, and Netherlands can one out of these three, at least a new championship can come out.
So my brother, if they talk, you don't mention African team. Are you from Australia?
No. African
team. Are you from Australia?
I'm not.
Oh, Elia. Where are you from? Where are you from?
My African team is Morocco. I saw their qualifiers. They feel confident in their play. So I hope they're not disappointed. I can back on them.
Well done. I wish you the best. Last, now Mexico, you go. Mexico. Well done. 7 minutes at a time in the game between France and Australia. 4-1 France lead. Pius, what's the stats like in this game?
Yes, Bafemiraji, the stats have actually been in favor of the home side. Talking about France in this one, they have the better ball possession.
The home side?
The home side, they're home.
You're giving them home.
They're home now. If you carry one X and over one. Of course, France have the better ball possession. They have 62% of the ball, and Australia have 38% in terms of ball possession. Goal attempt 21 for France, and of course 4 to Australia. 6 shots on goal for France and just 1 for Australia. 7 shots off goal for the French national team and 3 for Australia in this particular game. 8 block shots for France and none for Australia. 10 free kicks, of course, for France. France, of course, the home side in this particular one, and 4 free kicks for Australia. 8 corner kicks for France and 1 for Australia. No offside for both teams in this particular game. 17 throw-ins for France. 21 have gone the way of Australia. No goalkeeper save for Lloris. He's been on holiday in this particular encounter, while the goalkeeper for Australia has made 2 saves in this particular game. 4 fouls for France and 10 for Australia. No yellow card have gone the way of France. And of course, 3 players of the Australian national team have been issued yellow cards in this particular encounter. 701 total passes for the French national team, and they were able to complete 646 of those, while the Australians have been able to amass a total number of 432 total passes, and they've completed 371 of those. 20 tackles for the French national team, and 13 have gone the way of the Australians in these particular games. 130 attacks for the French national team, and of course 61 of those have been very dangerous. And for the Australians, they've had 81 attacks, and 17 of those have been very dangerous in this particular encounter. 4-1 is the yes, of course, the scoreline as we speak right now. And of course, the goal scorers for the French national team. Rabiot got the first goal in 27th minute. Olivier Giroud got the second goal 32nd minute, and of course Kylian Mbappé got the third goal for France 68th minute, and of course Olivier Giroud made it 4-1, of course, in the 71st minute in this particular encounter. Giroud has scored 51 goals for the French national team right now, and of course he's also the oldest player to score for any European side, of course, right there at the World Cup. And that record is for him right now. He holds that record at this particular point in time. Of course, still 2 minutes of play to go, and it's still France 1, Australia no goal. Bafemiraji.
5 of 7. You can say 6 of 7. Zero 40,089. 09041,089. Hello.
Hello.
Huh? Alpha.
Good, sir.
Hey, how are you? How you doing? Hey, Baba. I don't do shit. I don't joke in my ear. And I hear the sound. Tata. Wow. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah. Baba Femi Raji.
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine.
Yes, sir.
How's work going today?
Yeah, well, not much. We're just there chilling. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, John on the line.
John, yeah, Baba me. Swale, sir.
Yeah.
Josh is here. Vic, you. Pius is here.
VQ the Cyclone.
He's right here.
VQ the Cyclone.
That's so.
Josh, good evening. Pius.
Good evening.
I hail. Good evening.
You too.
Josh, after the greeting, we don't need to talk. We've greeted. Just stay your stay. Yeah, you need to agree.
No wala now. Even though we still agree to disagree.
Actually,
it's over already. It's over. France 4, Australia 1.
You told me Varane is a good player, so we can't agree on that. Anyways, I like today's competition because the World Cup. I always, one of the things I long to see in every World Cup is upset. I just like, it gives the World Cup a thing to remember. And today's results, Argentina, not because I love Ronaldo or anything, but just, I like that upset. Saudi Arabia, Argentina. And I expect more upset. You know, I wish that was an African team putting up that upset. It should have been sweeter. But anyway.
Don't worry. Ghana will still take on Portugal.
Something to remember.
Ghana will take on Portugal.
Ghana?
So don't worry. We can get that upset there.
Have you forgotten? Was it 2014 World Cup or 2018 World Cup where one is he a native doctor in Ghana said he's the one that caused Ronaldo's injury, that Ronaldo would not score in World Cup? Is it not still against Ghana he scored his goal? They will still be beaten again. Ghana is not they are not the people we should be expecting a result from. Please, I want you to help me confirm. Hakimi and Ziyech, are they in this World Cup?
Yes.
Both of them, okay. So I can look out for Morocco.
Hakim Ziyech.
Morocco and I think only Morocco. Morocco, yeah.
They're in a group of Belgium, Canada, and Croatia.
Belgium, Canada. Is Belgium a team?
Belgium, Canada, and
They
Croatia.
just have a bunch of players.
That's the number 2
Belgium
ranked
is
team
just
right
like
in the
England.
world, right?
They just gathered players.
Belgium is ranked
They are
number
not a
2
team.
in the world.
Forget that. They should play it. Let us see. They should play this World Cup. They should play it. Let us see. They just have a bunch of good players, but they don't have a team, just like England. England is now building a team. They have a bunch of good players. They don't have a team. Croatia is the people to fear. I think Morocco will create an upset there. Morocco, Belgium, they will draw. They will play a draw. They will lose to Croatia, and they will win the other team then.
Canada.
You see? Yeah, they will win Canada. They will draw with Belgium, and they will lose to Croatia. So that would have been 4 points for them.
Canada topped their
I
qualifying.
feel like I'm
Canada did in the World Cup qualifiers. Canada finished as number 1. Mexico finished as 2. USA finished 3. Costa Rica finished 4th.
That's qualifiers, right?
Saudi Arabia finished first in their group that consisted of Japan and Australia. That's qualifiers. It showed in the competition. Saudi Arabia's own showed in the competition.
That's qualifiers.
Yep.
There's no problem. What about Tunisia? Tunisia have not lost any game in their friendly, right?
They beat Iran 2-0. Their last friendly before the tournament.
And Senegal won AFCON, right?
Yeah, but they didn't play any friendly recently.
So that qualifier is nothing. Senegal won AFCON.
Baba, the results with the effort. Not be effort, not the result.
I want to ask you, Baba Femi, if you were not an OAP, what would you have been doing? Because you're too funny and you have a kind of mouth. Your kind of mouth can be crazy.
Baba, I don't answer you. See, now me and MC Oluoma go the drag garage. Agbero, confirm.
If you are, I remember that I know that during your primary school days they don't beat you well.
Me? Now me they beat people. Now me they beat them.
Let me let others go. Where did you people keep my Breezy?
Breezy, she dey come back tomorrow. She dey microwave now with the woman.
Yeah, now. Greetings to Vicky and all of you. Well done.
Yeah, Vicky, this we just go Ashiri. You go walk.
These people,
That's all they be. Vicky, let me say, okay, 4 games done already. 4 games played today, only 2 wins registered. Saudi Arabia beats Argentina 2-1. France